To the National Football League. Welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Alongside Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. The kicker has us set for the start. Off we go from a rain-soaked Acrisure Stadium. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Come on.
So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. Hunting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. Trying the left side, it is Johnson. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. JT Tuimoloau in there to bring him down for his 7th sack of the year. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
Here we go.
On the ground, here is the rookie out of Clemson. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down.
At the 44-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Ready, check.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 1.
Ready.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The line of scrimmage.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to have a Colts 1st down. Able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
And that right there, Mike, is exactly what power run game on 3rd down is supposed to look like. The defense actually doesn't do a very bad job. They just can't wrap him up, and he's able to use that strength, shed that 1st tackle, and pick up the 1st down.
They're going to work this down inside the 45. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
44-yard line.
60 Vikings. 60 Vikings. Back to 60. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
The motion man here is Mitchell.
Ready, right?
Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. A big gainer for Indianapolis. 31 yards. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Here's a toss, right side. To the pylon, he's in. Touchdown, Colts. That touchdown number 23 for him on the season. Slides extra point, up and good. And the Colts will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
32-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 9.
Ready? Huck, Mustang 19. Warrior 70. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. His throw left side is complete. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It's a gain of 19 in the air. That's a Steeler first down. On the handoff, it's Johnson. And he'll get it back to midfield. That's it. No gain on the play.
I can tell you firsthand as an offensive guy, we never loved playing in the rain. I always felt like the defense had the advantage. They know it wasn't going to be much of a passing attack. Hard to handle the ball, a lot of turnovers. So they've got to have a lot of early focus offensively and try to get something on track.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11.
19, Pioneer. Dragon 60.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And we'll bring up third down.
So, Mike, you find yourself in some of these inclement weather games, whether it's rain or snow. Really, the challenge falls on the defensive side. They're usually more in a reactionary position where they got to change directions and they got to react to the plays and the movement of the offense. So what you want to do in these bad games is keep the ball underneath, tackle well in space, and say, okay, offense, snap that slippery ball one more time, throw it one more time. Just make them go the long way. Don't get them off the hook by giving them a one-play score.
First grab for Metcalf. Good for the first down.
You just love to see this effort, especially on third down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a first set of downs.
That one caught. It's Chinray DK. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
16 more yards.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. That is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Touchdown number 19 on the year. Chris Boswell on for the point after. He's got it. And the Steelers will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter.
Chris Boswell will be kicked off.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. His drive will start on the ground. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll stick with him again. And he'll bring this up to the 48-yard line. And that's a first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately it stresses your quarterback. You may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
19, Tiger, 19.
They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controls the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The Colts with the football to start this 2nd quarter as they've got it looking at 4th and less than a yard.
Hey, check.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. Oh, he's trying to get low. Push forward. I don't think he got there. He did not. He is short. And they've turned it over on downs.
The key to any good quarterback sneak starts with the surge and the push of the offensive line. From there, can the quarterback find a seam? Can he find a little gap and drive his legs? In this case, give credit to the defensive line. They held their ground, they got a good push back, and they were able to come up with a huge stop on 4th down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll look to throw. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Drop 60, 60 Eagles, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Mustang 19.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Nick Cross. And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but there is a flag down. And we'll check in with our referee.
On the ready. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Here we go. Dragon 60. 60 by.
Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete. Adonai Mitchell, the intended target. And it'll be 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow, so that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there, and more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man. They gave him the impossible task of being so far behind the sticks and saying, hey, go salvage this series. And he almost pulled it off. What a great run. And in most instances, it would be rewarded with the first down.
Ready, ready.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7?
18, 5 in. Let's go.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide-open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for, and I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
Here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
Here comes a toss. Right. Here comes Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on 1st down. A pickup of 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 41, here's 2nd and a couple. A give, and here's Johnson. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, right back to Johnson. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers, it's a gain of 9.
44-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Another run here with Johnson. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. 17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
10 at the 25-yard line.
65. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Jalen Carlisle is there on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Minutes to play. 1st half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to the Steel City after this.
Ready.
2nd down and 8.
go. Like it. Let go.
Now a little pop pass. And a nice defensive play there. Good awareness coming through to make the play in the backfield for a loss of yard. Third and long.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Mustang 19. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 79 Broncos.
Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down's looming. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
Okay, great. Ready?
He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 38.
They face 2nd down and 7.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Let's go. Let's go.
From the gun, Richardson. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A big gainer for Indianapolis. 31 yards. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
A handoff as they try to run it here. Finding space at the 15. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. Slides extra point, up and good. And the Colts are on top. It's 14-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Austin now to return this. Now an opening past the 30. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
First and 10. At their own 42-yard line.
Don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall to shack now. Still push a button to let the hoop on the back down. I'm on the road doing shows, through my back down. Mississippi to Philly.
18, pioneer. Get it.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That one intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Here we go. Set.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll get this to the 43-yard line. Peyton Wilson that time in on the stop. It is 2nd and 9. They'll go play action. It's Richardson. Throw on the run is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. A big play at a critical juncture in this game. 36 yards.
Ready.
Here's a run. Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. The Steelers think they've got one, and they do.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
Going for it all. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
15-yard line.
You know, Mike, anytime you decide you're going to air it out backed up on your own goal line, you're taking a big risk, right? It's got to be out of your hand fast. Give the quarterback somewhere to go quick. But the defense knows that. They're attacking. They're taking some chances to jump some passes. We saw it there, and they're lucky that was just a turnover instead of a pick six.
And he will score again. Touchdown, Indy. And that is touchdown number 25 on the year. Slides extra point, up and good. And the Colts are out to a 21-10 lead. 7 seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away. This will be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Cougar 70 range. Go.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Again, working deep downfield. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Tarheeb Still. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Now this is a surprise right out of the locker room, and they'll try the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Pretty bold call right there, but what you're looking for out of the locker room is just a spark of some sort. They thought they could get it on their special teams. They don't. Now they put their defense in a tough spot, trying to not allow them to extend this lead.
Ready.
Tight end motioning left.
Panther 60.
The third quarter begins with a run. Has some room inside the 30. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. A big one there to start the second half. 35 yards.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space. And, man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up 1st and goal.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
So as you start operating your red zone offense, of course it goes without saying, Mike, you're trying to score touchdowns. But the worst case scenario is that you bring your field goal unit and you at least try for 3. You have to protect the ball. Turnovers are the cardinal sin of red zone offense. In this case, they dodge a little bit of a bullet here. The ball comes loose. Fortunately for the ball carrier, his own team recovers it. They can keep their offense on the field and see if they can finish this drive.
This is hot toward the side of the end zone. Touchdown, Colts. It's his third touchdown catch this year. What a big play, a little unscripted there. Greg, that is what tight ends do so well. Hey, you lived it. What are you thinking when the quarterback's on the move out of the pocket?
Scramble drill is the most difficult play to defend down here in the red zone, Mike. It stresses the coverage so much. When you snap your head around of your designed route and you see your quarterback has gotten moved off his spot, now it's just scramble rules. Stay in phase. Work friendly in the same direction as the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open.
At their own 35-yard line.
So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
That's good for a Steelers first down.
Ready.
They'll go again with Johnson. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Get it. Let go.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll swing this out to Johnson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Steelers first
It'll be a
down.
pickup of 10. That's a Steeler first down.
Yard line.
Dragon 60. Ready.
Back to throw. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Nick Cross.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit over-eager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
Here we go. Set.
They'll stay on the ground. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. 60 vices. Check mash. Reno.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He gets free. Inside the 30. And he is unstoppable. He goes all the way. 72 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Slides extra point, up and good. And the Colts will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the goal line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready. 18.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's out wide to Warren. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 2.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. He'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
It's a
Give them 14 on that one. Good for a Steeler first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On the give, it's Johnson. And he's trying to get around the corner, but will not. Brought down. That's a loss on the play.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Now a shot here, deep middle. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Tarheeb Still. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Now a give on the ground, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
From the 46, here's second down and 9.
Hurt. Ready,
They'll stick with him again. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
At the 46-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's
Third and 9.
Go.
Richardson gonna look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the safety, Jalen Petrie. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
intercepted. The Steelers take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Johnson. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Dragon 60. Ready.
They'll throw here on third and short. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
60 Maverick. Panther 11. Panther 11. 19 tight. Cut 19. Cut 19.
This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the third quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue, and I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
After the loss of 3, it is second and 13.
Let's go now.
Here's a toss, right side. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
On the jump.
3rd and long.
Here we go. Here we go. Cowboy 80. Ready, right?
4th quarter begins on the ground. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Whoa. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line.
On the set. 65 catch. 60.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
And really, it's the interceptions that continue to be a problem, and he's lucky he didn't add to that total. I mean, defender had an opportunity to add another one to the mix, and he just has to do a better job making decisions, finding the open target, and stop forcing bad throws. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw, and this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide, we're just going to air it out 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, all 3 incompletions, and now it brings up 4th down, and barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
60 Eagle, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Mustang 19. Ready.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And more of the same. Another interception. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Set. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
They'll turn and hand this one off. Good blocking to the 15. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 8-yard line. Give him 27, and it's 1st and goal.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They've got it at the 8, 1st down and goal.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
To the 5-yard line.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another shot. And he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. Touchdown, Indianapolis. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Austin now to return this. And This will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here we go. Start.
They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
A throw there on 2nd down. Going to be incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. A pass taken in by Johnson. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. So they make the decision on 4th down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick 6.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on 4th down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's Johnson. Oh, he's going nowhere. Knocked down hard in the backfield.
Brought down back at the 31-yard line.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Now he'll air one out. He's got it. And he will go all the way. Touchdown Steelers. Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Steelers cut into the lead a little bit.
49. Steelers 17.
And give them credit, they are not mailing this one in. They'll try to get it back with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And once again, he loses the football. One of the Steelers has it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. D.K. Metcalf. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. This will pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
And give them credit, they are not mailing this one in. They'll try to get it back with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, This is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Got it. Ready? Ready?
Now a run on first down. Finding space at the 15. And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Indy. With that, he joins Gale Sayers and Alvin Kamara, players in the Super Bowl era with 6 touchdowns in a single game. Slides at the point, up and good. And the Colts stretch things out even further. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
Go.
Start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. The ball comes out. The Colts have got it. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. Sly now for the point after. He gets it to go. And the Colts add on to their already sizable lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Austin now to return this. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Bronco 80. Ready? 70 Lions. Ready?
Throwing now on first and 10. Moving outside the pocket.
So at this point in the game, Mike, offensively, I think for the offensive coordinator and the quarterback and everyone, they're just trying to build on something. Can you generate an explosive play? Can you bring just a little bit of energy to the huddle and to the sideline? Because throughout most of this game, not a whole lot's gone right.
And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
The Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Second and 10.
79 Broncos. Come on. Ready?
They'll throw out of the gun. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10.
Buffalo 18. 19 Lions. Ready?
Throwing now from the gun. He's going to air this one out. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg their second pick 6 of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's 1 pick 6, but to get 2 pick 6s in the same game, this defense is on fire.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Damn, I miss you, Chester.
Let's go. Trap 60. Trap 60. 6.
Right back to the air following that pick six. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
19, Tiger. 19. Mustang 19. 19 strike. 18. 18.
They'll look to throw. Exiting the pocket right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. 16-yard pickup on that one. That's a Steeler first down.
Ready?
First down.
Panther 11.
First
Panther
and
2.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready?
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's deep for the back of the end zone. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up second down.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
They'll look to throw yet again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Going to leave the offense out there for fourth and long.
18, Pioneer.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. It was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
Here we go, set.
First and 10 now from the 36. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. Second and 11.
19, Tiger. 19, Tiger.
So this one, a win for the visiting Colts. It was a game played a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. Going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Grego.